Hey, welcome back everyone, Jayborino here, continuing LifeForce, a custom campaign for Starcraft 2 created by Bilxor. This is Mission 4, Luria. Make surprise attacks to intercept groups of enemies. And before we start, let me just say, there are only 4 maps released currently, so this will be the last video for this series until new maps come out. Alright, clear the landing zone, destroy the Lurian children. The Lurian swamps are comprised of Vespene in liquid form. Even though it's worthless unless it's gas, its presence is a good indicator of valuable deposits deep beneath the surface. This is precisely why the Dominion wishes to drill, and the project would be underway if not for a Tarsonis cult, the Lurian children. They've entrenched themselves at the dig site, rallying behind claims to let the planet rest. The Dominion would send a kill team, but they're concerned of the social backlash. They want to write it off as a pirate attack and move on with business. That's where we come in. Interesting how it's talking about the Dominion. I don't know if that's just a mistake, or this is just in the future, because prior missions supposedly were 4 years before the beginning of Starcraft, so it was during the Confederacy. Now we're talking about the Dominion. Anyway, let's check out what we got here. A Shadow Cat. Quick, cloakable hit-and-run unit, deals extra damage to light units. Sounds like a Predator, looks like a Predator, except it can also cloak. Sounds great. Let's get going. I also really like it when you choose your difficulty. It's like you're launching towards the planet. You're like in the civics hub as it's going to land on your location. Very cool. Alright, let's chat with these folks. Let's talk to Decker first so he doesn't run off screen again. I'm building my own tech suit from the ground up, but I'm not done yet. Can't wait to get off the sidelines. I can't wait for that either, Decker. I'm excited to use you someday. It's indiscernible whether it's from the Lurians or the Vespene, but the energy readouts in the area are the highest I've ever recorded. Okay. Let's hit up the Foundry and see. And I am recording all these one after another. I recorded Mission 1 the day before it came out. And then I'm recording Missions 2, 3, and 4 all on Saturday. So I've been talking about what do the secrets do. And so if someone's answered that, I apologize. I didn't hear it because I'm recording these all at once before the videos came out. So I'm assuming that the secrets that you pick up unlock different things here, perhaps. They unlock different tiers. That's my assumption. I don't know. But let's see what new things we have. Structure armor. Ooh, Lara. Lara's tempted me here, because you know how much I like structure armor in these campaign missions. That's tempting for sure. What do we have here? Plasma cannon. Adds a defensive plasma cannon to the civics hub. That sounds great. I mean, it's not great, but it's just a nice little town hall defense that you don't have to worry about making as many bunkers or something at an expansion that you use your civics hub to mine from, something like that. And I've mentioned in the past, it's great how you can mine with your civics hub as a hub. It's really, really great. Okay. So what do we have here? Laser weapons. Additional upgrades to the armory affects units with energy-based weapons, beams, and plasma. I don't know what units those are, honestly. Maybe the siege tanks? No, I thought those were explosive weapons. Yeah, missiles or flame weapons. Do we have anything that shoots lasers? I mean, maybe the Predators do. I thought those were melee. Well, I'm definitely not putting points into that because I don't even know what it's used for. We have infantry attack speed. We have range. I mean, frankly, I just think that the Decker upgrades, they just seem better. I mean, these Civics Hub upgrades are good, but they just seem, like, superfluous. Like, I don't really need the Civics Hub to be better than it is. It's decent. Like, I like getting 1 point in the mech repair beam, but otherwise I don't really see it as super great. Definitely getting a point in safe stem, just like last time. Econo welders lets our SCVs and mech tanks go buck wild on repairs. Okay, we still have our resistor turrets. How do I want to spend these? I think I am going to... Oh, this is tough. I have 7 points. I think what I'm going to do is get econo welders. The repair cost is going to be great. I've noticed that money late game in these missions becomes an issue as you mine out your expansions. So let's get 1 point to reduce that repair cost to keep us alive longer. The microwave turret is tempting. I liked the microwave turret, but only against air units. It seems like this is going to be more of a sneak around type mission, so I'm not too concerned about the microwave turrets with the air attacks. I have 6 points. All right, let's worry about Lara right now. I think what I'm going to do is get... I think what I'm definitely do is get a mech repair beam like usual. I'd like to get the ability to get +1 infantry armor. And let's get +1 building armor, because I quite like that building armor, as I've been talking about multiple times. And the energy field was quite helpful, but that's only if I'm going to be building more of those tech mechs, or mech techs. Mech techs, that's what they're called, mech techs. Alternatively, I could go for some of the supply chain stuff. Nothing in infrastructure has been unlocked. Alternatively, let's get the plasma cannon. Let's get the plasma cannon. We'll see how it works. I don't feel like the range modules is necessary unless we're having some serious defensive issues, so I'm going to ignore that, and I think I'm just going to get at least one in recoil reducers. I'm going to get the ability to get level 3 upgrades of ground weapons, or not ground weapons, infantry weapons, and... Oh, resistor turrets seemed decent. They seemed pretty good. And then we could get explosive weapons. I don't think I'm going to bother with explosive weapons, honestly. I could get 2 more levels here or the recoil reducers. I think I'm going to do the recoil reducers. 30% attack speed is crazy, especially if we have a mostly commando composition. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's get started. And the nice thing about it is you can play this yourself and pick whatever you want. The Lurian children have garnered significant media attention for vowing to protect the swamp. So much so that other environmentalists from around the sector are space mailing them gifts of encouragement. And that's our ticket right there, Magistrate. We lost a pretty valuable asset at the beginning of last mission. We're moving in this time with a little more tact. They've received golden statues for defending the swamp. More gifts from the outside. This is how we know we're on the side of justice. The galaxy is behind us. These golden statues, though, what purpose do they serve? Is this some perverted joke? Our movement is built to ascend above the tide of guns and war. We'll melt them down and build something new for the Master. And in his everlasting grace, he will smile back. We're definitely inside these statues. Soon we'll be stronger than Menx or the Dominion could dream. Our salvation, our ascension with the Master, is at hand. Enough yammering. Blow it. Yep. And you know, this group seemed okay. They're just like, you know, environmentalists trying to save the swamp. But then they're like, oh wait, we're a cult. We have a master. We're going to ascend. That kind of stuff, you know. They have shields too. Are they working with the Protoss? Alright, come on now. Those bullets were just bouncing off them, just as I expected. Move up the bank. I got a present for you. Okay. Which way? Probably the other way. Interesting opening. Again, like, wanting to defend the swamp doesn't seem like a super fanatical thing to do. Like, it's pretty common that people, you know, environmentalists, some are fanatical, some aren't. But the fact that they're like, oh, well, they're, you know, the Master, we're gonna ascend with the Master. That's when you're, you know, crossing the line into the loony bin. Okay, there's our Shadow Cats. Nice. Very cool looking. Shadow Cats are highly mobile and excel at taking down shielded enemies. Use them to secure the LZ. Good versus light. Shadow Stalk. Cloaks the Shadow Cat, increases its movement speed, allows it to path through all of the units for 21 seconds. If the Shadow Cat attacks before the duration ends, it does 60 damage, bonus damage versus shield. That's great. Morgul Claws. Attacked units is stunned for 2.5 seconds if Shadow Stalk is on. Okay. Very neat. Let's make our way down to our theoretical base. Clear the landing zone. We might want to... Well, I'm going to quick save because there might be a section here where we want to Shadow Stalk to cloak and get rid of stuff.
Roger that.
Let's see. Let's just be cautious. All right, there's units here. There's only one. We can just kill him like normal. We can mostly avoid those shots. 320 health, so I'm used to Predators being so fragile. These are not, so I think we'll be okay. I suppose let's cloak and then attack again. Have them do a little bit of extra damage. Good lord. The Acolyte seems to be healing the shields of its allies. Prioritize firepower. Oh my word, an Acolyte from Warcraft 3. That's ridiculous. All right, we gotta be careful with our Shadow Cats. You move away. As long as we survive, our Civics Hub will heal up our remaining units. We did it. Very cool. Okay, one more fellow. We can avoid his shots, just like in Mission 2, because of the Molotovs. We can't avoid them. Yikes, almost lost. Almost lost one of our Shadow Cats. And again, our Civics Hub can heal up all of our initial units. It'll be slow, but they can do it. Or it can do it. Incoming base infrastructure. I really like watching the buildings flying from outer space. Several Lurian encampments are nearby. I can trace the sonic signals and tell you when an attack is incoming as well. Thank you, Lara. I could certainly use that. That means we can use our Shadow Cats to use Shadow Stalk and and stop them from getting too close to us. We'll get a few extra SCVs before we get any further. Maybe we want to get another supply depot. Also depends on where they're going to attack us from. Forgot a base, Lara. It didn't show up on scans because there's no psionic detectors. Could be a great first strike for our cats. No detectors. Wonderful. Okay, well, we might want to get a few extra cats. Either way, we're going to wait for our Civics Hub to heal up our units. We'll stay in range with our commandos. And as usual, we want to get our really good upgrades first before we make any sort of move. Though I may just want to take the cats, cloak them, and walk in here and see what we can get done. It might also be worth getting a factory to get Morgul Claws first. 2.5 second stun is pretty crazy. There's our plasma cannon on top of the Civics Hub. That's cool. 35 damage is nothing to joke about. Looks like we got some money up here. Probably want to just make a lot of Shadow Cats. They're very fast, and it looks like this map is fairly large, and it's all around a big swamp. So we can wander around and see where we need to be, find some extra money, find the secret, things like that, before we make any big moves. Psionic energy detected. Incoming attack wave. Okay, so then we cloak. We move on out. We kill the Acolyte right away. I see. So those Acolytes are Warcraft 3 assets, in case you didn't know. Those are definitely Warcraft 3 assets. They are literally the Acolytes of the undead, so that's really, really neat. And again, these fanatics sort of went from super, super weird to incredibly weird, which is a shame. We probably want to get our factory really fast. I don't know if it's really going to be worthwhile to... I don't know how worthwhile it's going to be to build a crap ton of defense. I'm not really sure. I think I just want to go... I want to get my tech reactor pretty quickly, and just to conserve space, I'm going to move my barracks just a little bit down here. We want to get Vitapacks, we want to get Stimpack, things like that, and then we'll be good to move out. And then I'm going to take my Shadow Cats and start looking around to see if maybe there's some minerals to pick up or anything like that. So let's check. And what kind of detection would they have other than missile turrets? It doesn't seem like they would have the ability to scan. But let's run around and see what we can find. And it seems like there's other stuff on this map. Oh dear. Oh dear, what is that? That was a very large custom Vanguard right there. Yikes. Let's go ahead and get a bunker. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and get a bunker right there. That's fine. We can get a second one over here when necessary. Slowly get healed up. Let's get... Psionic energy detected, incoming attack wave. So let's get mounted tripods. That's a good first start as usual. And as we wait to get some extra cash, we're going to get enforcers to put in here, and then we're going to use the Shadow Cats to go in. We're going to snipe the Acolytes and then get them out. So the cooldown's only 12, so we could hit this, go in, kill the Acolyte, cloak, and then leave. That might be how I focus on doing this right now. We also have the Shadow Strike turret. Did I get the microwave turrets? I didn't. I'm happy I didn't. I don't think this is the right mission for those. Okay, go for the Acolytes. Wonderful. Look out. Looks like these guys aren't quite in range of my bunker, so we're gonna have to set up some different types of buildings. I think I will get a couple tanks, but I don't think that I really needed to. I definitely didn't need to upgrade the tanks. I definitely didn't need to upgrade those tank range, the tank ranges or anything like that. Let's get 2 enforcers, load them into the bunker, and then we want to get to an engineering bay. Well, space is severely limited. We can build some stuff up here, which would make it pretty safe. Actually, that probably would have been the best spot for my engineering bay. Maybe we'll just do, we'll do supply depots up here. Let's do that, and hopefully they don't get destroyed when they're up there. That should be fine. Really, really like this, the defensive Civics Hub. What is the normal range on this? It's 6.5. Clearly not far enough out to actually defend my stuff. We really only need 1 tank, I think, in the back to just let it sit back here. We need an armory anyway. There's our enforcers. You guys can hop out of here. Do these guys have an increased range? They have a range of 5 and 5. Okay, so depending on where we get attacked from, this should be fine. They have Kadaran monoliths and Nexi. Very interesting. So if this was a jump forward in the future, psionic energy detected, incoming attack wave. So if this is a jump to the future, then perhaps, I mean, we already know that the Protoss exist. If that was actually meant to be, oh god, oh, they're already here. Oh, cancel it. They're already here. Units, get on over here. Start attacking. We are going to cloak as usual, move on in, and hit this Acolyte. Acolyte is gone. Let's get Vitapacks, then Stim Packs, and we'll be in really good shape. Runaway Cat. Yikes, these guys are doing a lot of damage to me. So the enemy has to be very powerful if they want to stand a chance against us, because we have very good upgrades and things like that. Let's go ahead and try to set up this bunker. Right there. And then eventually we'll get some tanks out, but right now I think maybe we need to focus a little bit more on getting some money. We need some extra cash, and if we want to do that, the best way I found that I like to do it is just get a small group of Marines with Vitapacks and Stim Packs, and then move out with like 6 to 7 of them. That's the best small group of units that you can really have, I think. It seems like the attacks are fairly frequent, so this is not easy in any capacity. Once building armor 1 is done, let's go ahead, or structure armor 1 is done, let's get kinetic weapons level 1. I think I'll probably want to end up getting an extra engineering bay, but I'm not sure. Gas is clearly an issue. We really just need to start pumping out some units. So let's start getting some Marines. The mech techs might be great. They might be great. It's hard to say. Like, unless you're facing large groups of small enemies. I mean, these enemies are shielded.
Upgrade.
I would assume they're considered light. They're like unarmored civilians, so I'm not really sure. Okay, so let's get Shadowstock. We don't really need any of these other things. Let's get Morgul. I meant let's get Morgul Claws, not Shadowstock. And then how much are these? 350 apiece. Atmospheric disturbance detected. Incoming aerial attackers. Oh no! No microwave turrets. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. Well, we've got our commandos, and I'm gonna continue getting more. So I suppose maybe I should have gone ahead and gotten those microwave turrets. I don't know why I would have expected to not have been able to attack, or to have been attacked by any air units. All right, so we've got the Wreckers back again. Runaway friend. And honestly, with enough commandos, we should be fine against this sort of stuff, though it would have been nice, I think, for me to have gotten the microwave turrets. Let's just go ahead and use Vitapacks on everybody who needs to use it. And it only uses it on the ones that really need it. It appears like it works for a brief moment, but it doesn't use the cooldown. That is great. Okay, we've got a few extra commandos. And I think this was the base. They said they didn't have detectors. Frankly, I think I'm just going to move in with the Marines. Let's get 2 more commandos. The tech mechs cost so much gas. I really can't afford. I can't afford to do that right now. We have to go find another base. Obviously, if we take this one, that's the best. This down here, I'm not really sure what to do about that. That just seems like a mess. Let's start running around with our Shadow Cats and see what we can find. And kind of hug the bottom of the map and see if maybe we can find some cash. Okay, Kadarin Monoliths frighten me. Can we not destroy this, or what? Lost 1. Maybe gonna lose 2. We just need to kill the pylon. It's gonna be close. Okay, I didn't expect that last shot to kill me. Losing Shadow Cats. This is actually an expensive loss. There is some money here, so it's worth it. All right, get back to destroying that. That was very unfortunate. We need to rebuild some Shadow Cats. Let's do it. Let's get an armory. Wonderful. Let's get level 2 kinetic weapons and 2 more commandos, and we're going to use those commandos, I think, to move to the bottom right. I understand we're supposed to be using Shadow Cats, but I think we're okay. My only regret is not getting microwave turrets, but I'm not about to restart this whole mission just for that. So I'm just going to get some more Shadow Cats just to defend myself. I'd like to get 2 more. We'll have a group of 5 eventually. Yeah, eventually we'll kill this. Well, let's come down and just kill this with our commandos. Psionic energy detected. Incoming attack wave. Hopefully my other round of Shadow Cats will be done by then. Let's go ahead and start researching Stim Pack. And let's move back to base and finish this this attack up before we do anything. Let's get fire suppression. I don't see a reason not to get fire suppression. And it really just depends on which direction these units are going to come from. I like using this area up here for my depots. Up here would be a good bunker location too, though. Okay, Shadowstock, move back here, kill the Acolyte. And you fellows, we're just gonna move in. It looks like we can kill these before the Acolyte can really bother saving them. The Acolyte, I don't think, has its own attack. Wonderful. So we're looking good, and then we're just gonna sit by the physics, or the Civic Hub. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it the physics something. I could get 1 Brimstone tank. Seems like it would be really, really useful against these enemies. I can get 1 or 2 of them. It's a lot of cash, though, so maybe not. I think maybe I just want a lot of Shadow Cats. Let's get 2 more. More commandos. I could just go mass commando, but I feel like that's kind of boring given that we have so many cool options here. Okay, let's get explosive weapons. We don't need laser weapons, I don't think. I mean, what affects the, well, oh, plasma claws. Okay, so these are plasma claws, even though it's melee. That's what the laser weapons are for. Very neat. Okay, this is good enough. Let's take these Marines and start moving down to the bottom right. And I understand I'm supposed to use my Shadow Cats. I guess I'll bring them too. As long as we're not actively being attacked right now. I do want to get one Brimstone tank just to help us defend ourselves. I really don't see why not. I think it would be, of course, helpful. Minerals are a consistent problem right now. So let's check to the bottom of this area. See what's down here. If anything, looks like nothing. And then we'll come up here and attack into this base. Looks like there were some enemies that found us. Let's just attack. I could Shadow Stalk. Let's actually Shadow Stalk and run away. Move on in and hit the Acolytes with the Shadow Cats. You guys all stim. Shadow Cats. Cloak again. Any ones that can, and then hit the Acolyte. My Marines are doing just fine. Psionic energy detected. Incoming enemy attack wave. Well, we're going to clear out this base first and then get back to our own base. Okay, Shadow Cats, I'm going to have you cloak and run back. We'll get you back there in time, don't you worry.
Base is under attack.
Okay, and then let's do this. And then pull up some SCVs. Quick. There's our tank. We're going to set this up right here. And then we're going to get banded padding just in case. Excellent, that all worked out. You guys move back and get slowly healed. Again, we can upgrade the Civics Hub, but just the time that it takes to do it just doesn't seem worthwhile to me. That's why I don't. I would love it, though, if I could get an extra Civics Hub.
Upgrade complete.
That would be good, but maybe a little too good. But see, I'm not really concerned about the timing. It doesn't matter if if we're not able to heal things quickly here, because we don't have to heal them quickly. We just have to heal them at a reasonable amount of time. Let's have 6 Shadow Cats, and then we can move around with these Marines to defend ourselves. Meanwhile, we'll just keep making supply depots up here. I could get even one more tank to sit up on this area to defend us on this side, too. I think I will do that. Let's go ahead and queue that up. That's so much money, but we have another base getting set up.
Research complete.
I think what I'm going to do is grab... Never mind. You know what? We're going to cancel that tank. That's so much money. I'm going to rather get laser weapons instead. And then we're going to set up this base, and hopefully this base doesn't really get attacked. The next area we want to go is probably right here. This seems pretty undefended. And again, my Shadow Cats slowly but surely getting healed up. You know what I could do? Rather than bringing the Shadow Cats, I think I want to leave the Shadow Cats at home specifically to counter enemy attacks and killing those Acolytes. And then you think, well, there's Acolytes in the enemy bases, but we can counter those quite easily ourselves by using rockets. So I'm going to go ahead and research rockets, and I think that's a good first step. I forgot that I unlocked kinetic weapons level 3, so we want to make sure we're doing that. We don't have enough gas right now, so let's move some of these SCVs. This seems like there's enough minerals on these patches to be in good shape. So let's go ahead and move these SCVs over. The question is, will this area get attacked, or are they just going to consistently attack in the general area where my Civics Hub is? Where do I want to go next? I kind of want to take out this base, but it seems like we probably shouldn't, just because it's very heavily defended. So here comes the next group.
This better be good.
And where are they going? Let's grab my Shadow Cats. And it looks like they're coming for me here. It doesn't look like they've turned yet, so I think we're in good shape. Okay, let's grab one SCV and more supply depots. And when I can afford it, I'll get another tank to put up on the high ground. But it looks like they're going to continue to attack me from this area. We're going to wait for them to get a little closer. Cloak, get in there and kill this fellow. Wonderful. The tank is doing quite well. I'm actually going to move it back just a little bit because I don't want it taking needless damage. It's also in range to get consistently healed by the Civics Hub. Okay, this is good, and then we just need to mostly just get gas. So let's go ahead and get more SCVs on our geyser. And I'm not rushing. I don't want to rush this section. I don't see a reason to. I was told that this mission can be a bit long, so I might split it depending on how long it takes, but I think we're fine right now. Let's also get ship and vehicle plating for the Shadow Cats. Let's head back to this center area and see what we can find. Again, we can cloak, so for whatever reason, we can always just cloak and find what we need. I think the acolytes, or we can cloak past enemy units, but unless they have, you know, if they have Kid Air and monoliths, then obviously not. But it seems like if I just make a bunch more Marines, we should be in good shape. You know, I did make my single tank, and I would like to get some of those mech techs, but they're just so expensive. It's just not worth it for me, I don't think. So I'm going to scout around the map. My goal is to find the secret, and it may be in the bottom right. So what I'm going to do is, unless I find it, I'm going to do the upper right base to kind of secure the entire bottom right section of the map for myself, then the middle, then the left. And if I don't find the secret before attacking the left base, then I'll go to the bottom right. But it's risky to do. Okay, Marines, you're looking good. I really want the mech techs, but I can't justify the gas cost, which is really unfortunate. You guys come on up here. This is looking good. They're not attacking me. And I think if I just exclusively use... 250 gas is too much. If I just exclusively use Marines to attack and leave the Shadow Cats at home to defend, we should be in good shape. So I'm going to send my Marines, or Commandos rather, over here to attack into this base. The Monoliths are going to smoke the shit out of my Commandos. That's a lot of money to burn against that, but never mind. Atmospheric disturbance detected. Incoming aerial attackers. We need to wait. We need to wait. So the goal is to use the Underbarrel RPG on the Acolytes when we go and attack. So the air attacks, you know, it kind of shakes things up. I like it a lot. There is no regular missile turret, so maybe in the future I need to always sink a point into the microwave turrets. One thing I'll say is I definitely could have afforded to not even bother with the turrets atop the bunkers. I could have just skipped that and used that point to get microwave turrets. That would have been the right choice. But the way that these missions seem designed is that you don't absolutely need anything. So like if you don't get everything, then that you absolutely need on a mission, that doesn't mean you're just going to lose. So I didn't get microwave turrets. That doesn't mean I'm just going to lose. That's what I'm trying to say here. So the Sphinx are still an option. Let's get 2 more Shadow Cats because we have a lot of money right now. Could get an extra... I could get an extra barracks. Where's a good spot for it? Maybe over here? Tremendous amounts of electromagnetic energy is erupting from below the surface. What does that mean? Lara, uplink us into Dominion SAT surveillance. Oh god, I'm nervous. Map updated. Okay, we found something. The weird structure's got to be the source of that energy, Magistrate. Forget about destroying those other bases if you can afford to. We can't let the Lurians harness that power. No, we're going to destroy all the Lurian bases, don't you worry. The only way is along that rickety bridge. Time to man up. Okay, so we're just going to stop move here, focus down the Acolytes. Focus down the Acolytes. Let's move on in. Keep stimming. Get rid of the pylons to depower the monoliths. We're losing units for sure, but that's sort of the only way we can do this, I think. There's another pylon. All right, stim. Oh man, yikes! Just depower it and then run away. Get out, friends. Vitapack and just run. Your presence disturbs the swamp. Rise, my fallen children.
Yes, sir.
I see now why we have to destroy the extra structure. Life forms detected throughout the swamp. However, no psi signals are present. Need more commandos.
We could use some help here.
Oh, this is weird. Okay, and it looks like we're just going to get attacked by these weird swamp creatures. So let's get more tanks. You really just need 1 or 2 and we should be fine. But if they start attacking my extra bases, then we're in trouble. Okay, so we could take the Shadow Cats, cloak them, and run in because there's no more detection inside this base. Well, there might be one in the back there, but I'm not sure. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, dear. Okay, Shadow Cats. Cloak, run on up here. And they're going to rebuild everything, of course. So, let's see if we can focus down the Acolytes. This is not quite working the way I would have hoped, so let's get out. Run home. We're going to set up another tank up here. And it seems like the sludge monsters are going to spawn every so often, so we got to be... What exactly would work best for this? Whoa, what just happened here? Was he the only one to make it out? Oh no, they were there. That was very strange.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so let's get infantry armor. And yeah, this is tricky. I see now why I was advised not to rush. But that's okay. We've got our second fellow, or our second barracks coming up, so we can build more commandos a little faster.
Mineral field.
Really depends on how fast these things spawn, but with our brimstone tanks, we're in really good shape.
What's going on? Give us your best shot.
Okay, and yep, just get rid of as many as we can, and we should be fine. We're gonna get slowly healed up with our Shadow Cats. The Shadow Cats seem good, but not enough, I think, to... I don't know, but not enough to really
Add-on complete.
justify making more of them. It's hard to say. It seems like we're going to consistently getting attacked by this. That's fine. I assume that the Acolytes will continue to attack us, so let's just keep making units here. We need another base here pretty soon. This is mining just fine, but we're definitely going to need more. And now that I'm double building commandos, we're in good shape, I think. Let's just get a large group. The issue is when they clump up, I'm getting hit by those fire bombs and absolutely smoked. But as long as they can't repower the monoliths, we can run in and start sniping stuff. I want to be using rockets more. That was my issue. I have not been using rockets. Let's take this group. Let's take this group. We're going to leave the Shadow Cats at home. Now they're coming to attack me again from the other direction. Meanwhile, I'm going to move up here and try to take out this base. Sludge monsters don't really bother me. Between the tanks and then my my Shadow Cats, I should be fine. What I want to do is move my Marines up here to just sit, and then we're going to use the Shadow Cats at home to get rid of this attack. So let's cloak. And what is that giant thing? I don't know. Oh, it has a ton of shields. So we're just going to want to kite these attacks around.
Base is under attack.
Okay, cloak, and then come on in and hit this. Yeah, there we go. That got rid of all of it. You have to use the Shadow Cats to deal with that. The mechanical upgrades would be really, really good at the Civics Hub to repair your mechanical stuff. All right, do this. Everybody who can, just use your Vita Packs. And we're gonna stim.
We could use some help here.
And we're gonna start moving in. See, I want to use rockets, but I can't because I'm constantly moving. Constantly having to move. It doesn't seem like they're really rebuilding too much of this stuff. See, a lot of these guys are already are injured, like significantly injured. So now everybody who's left, go ahead and use a Vita Pack. Now we should be in good shape. They're not really able to rebuild these folks. Okay, we're alive. We did it. I think. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And, you know, what's his name was telling us, don't worry about that stuff if you can afford to. And I think that we really can't afford to right now. So let's stim and keep doing this. Stop giving the shields back, you jerks. Getting rid of the Acolytes. Get rid of the pylon. Okay, and then there's some money up here too. Wonderful. Make sure we keep stimming. The Acolytes are annoying. I totally understand why you're supposed to use the Shadow Cats, but we should be good. Let's get rid of the Nexus. Use Vita Packs if you can. Eventually we'll get you back to the Civics Hub to save yourself a little bit. The energy within the Nexus is still highly potent. We can use it. Right, so we just picked up... Oh. So we get a Nova. I'm not sure what that's going to do. We can refine the raw materials from the Nexus into a volatile energy Nova that will instantly kill every Acolyte in the entire swamp. We'll only collect 1 Nova charge per Nexus, however. I see. Okay, that's going to make this a lot easier for us, I think. Knowing these crazy cultists, they'll rebuild quick, so better strike fast, Magistrate. Psionic energy detected, incoming enemy attack wave. Let's go ahead and use this and check down in this area. There's the secret. Wonderful. As it gets warped away. Let's try to get our Marines back home. Got a lot more commandos here as well. Okay, now I think I'm in really good shape. Let's go ahead and repair this stuff, and then we're gonna go for the next base here pretty soon. So we have a ton of Marines, and I think with this amount of Marines we should be fine. And when we attack into the next base, that's when we will use the Nova, and then we'll get another Nova for the base right after, and so on and so forth. So where's all of our Shadow Cats? Get on in here and attack the Highborn Strider. Interesting that those are even a thing here. There we go. Yeah, get rid of those shields real quick. The Acolytes, though, are scary. The Acolytes repair the shields on those, so you have to decide what you're going for first. Alright, go ahead and repair. Let's go ahead and get our second level building armor. We got a lot of money now, so I might as well start getting all these upgrades. And get this. Let's just queue up all of this stuff. Cool. Okay, next base. Next base it is. Go ahead and stim. We got a lot of units here. I used my Vita Packs on all of them. That might have been a mistake, but that's okay. Let's move up into this area. Seems like between the Acolytes and the really awful turrets here, the monoliths. I'm blanking out there. All right, you just follow your friends, buddy. These guys are everywhere. Almost there. Vita Packs might be up by the time we get there, maybe. It seems like this is a much smaller base. Let's just get rid of as much as we can. There we go. Focus down the monoliths. And we're going to get rid of all... I said I was going to destroy all the Acolytes, but I don't think I really have to be honest. We have 2 charges now and a bunch of extra Vespene. Alright, the bunkers are scary because the amount of AoE damage that can come out of those is crazy. Okay, my Shadow Cats are defending us from sludge monsters as we're getting repaired. We could take other bases here momentarily. Let's use a Vita Pack. Cool, cool. And then we're gonna kill these remaining fellows and then try to move up the ramp here. Whole nother base up here, but I don't think I really need to worry about this as long as I keep stimming. Atmospheric disturbance detected, incoming aerial attack. We'll get back to base soon enough. Let's just destroy this whole base on our way back home. Cool, whole nother base for us. Let's see if we can run back and try to save our base from the impending aerial attack. Let's just avoid the sludge monsters. Those don't really concern me. We'll kill them on our way.
Base is under attack.
Okay, and the Civics, do you see that? The Civics Hub was helping quite a bit.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, no problem. And then let's just hang out here, kill some sludge monsters. And I'm going to go ahead and take, I guess let's take this base next. This base seems a little better. We'll take this one. Waiting for Vita Packs. That looked like most of them. We can get even more groups of Marines. Honestly, without the groups of Marines, we could inch up with Brimstone tanks, but I can't really think of a better way. I really can't think of a better way to approach this map. Seems a little tricky, or it could be a little tricky. Those sludge monsters continue to spawn, making it a little interesting, that's for sure. Or very interesting, I should say. You know, kind of keeps you on your toes. Let's take these Marines and go to the upper left base. I like destroying everything. Then we'll go for the bottom right, or the bottom left rather. Okay, and then any new units, we'll just wait. And again, the sludge monsters seem like they spawn endlessly, so slowly attack our way over and consolidate our group, and I might go ahead and use a Nova as I attack into this base, and then I'll have 2 more once I destroy this Nexus to attack into the main base. Let's keep stimming. Just keep stimming, just keep stimming. Use that Nova. This might also stop the air attacks from coming at us. Alright, focus down this, and there were a lot of wreckers in this base, but not much else. Yeah, so they were building the wreckers from these starports, I think. But with the free stim, honestly, maybe what I should have done, I should have put points into the mech repair of the. I should have put points into the mech repair of the Civics Hub. I should have put a point into a microwave turret, and I should have put a point into the stim pack healing. That would have been really good. Got another Nova charge. Everybody use your Vita Pack, and then we're going to run back to base. And now we're in really good shape, because theoretically the enemy won't really bother us anymore. Let's pull a bunch of our SCVs to start mining up here. We don't need to build anymore, because we're pretty much mined out everywhere. So you guys come over here. We'll take this base.
Upgrade complete.
Get rid of this group, and then I'm going to grab my Marines and my Shadow Cats. Now, see, the enemy isn't attacking me anymore, you'll notice, because we destroyed their outlying bases. So I see now why that's so important. I'm just going to run my Shadow Cats by these assholes. I don't really care about them. Okay, now we're fully mining here. Maybe a little too much. Going to have an extra base set up. Waiting for our Shadow Cats to come and meet us. We'll use a Nova as we attack into this base. There's a fusion core there. I'm not sure what that's about. Either way, this shouldn't be too bad. We have a nice force set up. Okay. We might as well just keep rallying up commandos. Use that Nova. And Shadow Cats, please. Shadow Cats, please. Just keep stimming. Just keep stimming. Focus down these assholes, and then we want to get in and destroy the monoliths too, because those are just going to peck away at my units. Okay, and I'm just going to, again, keep stimming. Get rid of the monoliths, and we've definitely done it. We destroyed the command center, so no more SCVs. They're rebuilding their acolytes now. I have another Nova. I'm not going to use it. Just in case. Maybe we can use it later for whatever bizarre reason. And once we destroy this barracks, then we're going to Vitapack. Oh, that's nice. Okay, and there we go. We've secured this area. I mean, the sludge monsters are grabbing my units as they're coming in, but we've certainly done it. We still have a Nova charge left if we need it for whatever reason. Let's go ahead and stim. I mean, mass commando with free stim, even healing stim in the future seems like the definite way to go, but if we don't have to build it, then I won't. Let's just do this. Use some of those rockets up. This is the narrow bridge they were talking about. And as long as we stop move across, then the fire bombs won't do too much damage to us. All right, we did it. No optional objectives. No Lara or Decker choice yet. My suit's ready to rock. What do we got our hands on, boys? Structural analysis shows this pillar goes deep. Real deep. And there's an artery to the center right beneath this panel. Who knows how long it's been here? Just a slight nudge might weaken it. The alien moss covering the smooth surface is turtle fungus. It grows roughly 1 micron every 60 years. Ergo, if our calculations are correct, this structure has existed longer than all human civilization. Decker, as a high-ranking official, LifeForce protocol prohibits you from... Enough. Those Lurians know something we don't. Now let's see here. Ah, going down. Jump on, boys. All right, we're heading in. This is a cool cinematic. It's like a Metroid elevator. This metal is quite the insulator. We won't have comms down here. That's right, we won't have Lara nagging us all the time. Ah, welcome to my dream. Wise guy, eh? We'll find you in your cult. Can't hide down here. You wish to follow? Impossible. I alone am able to surmount the 3 trials. This doesn't seem right. How deep can this go? Keep it buttoned, soldier. He's listening. I can feel it. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna go ahead and quick save. What was that about? 3 trials. Guess we'll find out. Alright, we've got Shadow Cats, we have Mech Techs. We have no money, so if we needed to repair, could we?
Go on.
So we want to be careful with the Shadow Cats from what I'm understanding. I want to double check to make sure that the enemy unit selection has not been turned off this time. It is not, so we're good. Decker, what can you do? Equips Decker with his flamethrower, which deals extra damage to light units. Equips Decker with his assault cannon, which deals extra damage to armored targets and 20 additional damage to shields. Okay. Does Decker have any sort of health regeneration? T99 modular assault cannon. Okay, so we want to be using... Let's cloak a Shadow Cat and look what's down these areas. Okay, there are enemy units here. Let's go ahead and just spawn... what are these called? An Ifrit. Ifrit going first. Ifrit going first. Okay, Decker attack. We're gonna leave our Shadow Cats in the back because I don't want them taking silly damage. This Ifrit is going to survive just long enough so that nobody has to take any damage, and that's how we're gonna roll with this. Ifrit, you're almost dead, so let's use you to see what's at the end of this hallway. And that's how we're rolling. Okay, more enemies down here, plus acolytes. Not sure what this is down here. A little nervous. I'm a little nervous to attack down into that area because we don't really know what else is down there. We have the goo as well, so the goo might be definitely worth it. I'm going to do the same thing. I like the music in the background. It's quite nice. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's send the Ifrits down. Draw in as many as we can. Lure them up. Then turn in fight. Drop the goo on some of them. Decker, get in there. And then we need the Shadow Cats to cloak and then go for the Acolytes. Okay, keep going for those Acolytes. We need more, well, let's just let this guy take some damage. We can use his thing to heal him up. All right, the Acolytes are dead, but we can use Miracle Beam to keep him alive. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Oh, run. Oh, well, he took a little... Oh, no, Miracle Beam was still up. That's good. My poor Shadow Cats, I can just run them in a circle like this, and then nobody takes any damage. I still have another Miracle Beam up to heal this fellow if I need to, but we'll see if I can repair him. Okay, here's the question. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. So Miracle Beam is used exclusively to mech techs to heal themselves because I can turn on auto repair right here. Okay, so past the temple trials. Let's quick save and try this. Use keyboard keys to hit blue pylons. Click green pylons with the mouse. Don't touch red pylons. Get 100 or more points to win. Okay, so what keyboard keys? I guess we'll find out. And then we click green ones. Let's try it. This seems neat. Oh dear. ASD. Okay. X. D. W. Click. Very interesting. Very, very unique. Very unique. Ignore red pylons. It's getting a little faster, I think. Click. There's a little, very interesting little mini game. I think I'm doing pretty well. I don't think I've missed one yet. I don't know how many we need. Whoops, missed one. I didn't miss it. I didn't click it. I should have clicked it. X, A, X. Nope. X. Click. Ignore. C, A, S. E. A, D, W. Oh, X. It's getting much faster. Noticeably faster. My dexterity isn't high enough for this. I'm not saying anything because I'm focusing on it. I'm clicking when I shouldn't be clicking. Click there. Click there. Z, C, E. Did it say how many points we needed? Oh, good God. Good God. Oh, it's much faster now. I'm mostly just hitting buttons rather than clicking, because clicking just seems not really worth it. So I'm just typing instead. Trying to click where possible, but it doesn't seem very possible in some places. Okay, we only needed 100, so we're good. Let's just not lose any. Okay, we only needed 100. That scared the shit out of me. At the end there, it was just like popping out everywhere. I didn't really keep track of if it said how many we really needed. I see, so each one we do will extend this bridge. This is really cool. Little mini games here. Okay, first temple completed. My units are at full health. I'm not sure if they got there. No, they were already at full health. Okay, so then we have to go into the next area and take care of some enemies. There's a restoration charge here. I think I'm going to leave that. In case we need it later. And again, I don't know if Decker... It really just depends on if Decker needs health for whatever reason. I assume there's enemies down here. Indeed there are. Let's cloak, move on in. One of these. Oh, good God. Let's just grab a few at a time. We gotta just do this a few at a time. It looked like he just, like, Decker just got some health back, just, like, randomly, so that's good. Or, you know what? He's... No, he can't be repaired. I'm not really clear on that. This area doesn't even need to be cleared out. There's nothing down here. I feel like it probably does. So let's do this, hit it, and then see if we can draw it to us. Or at least draw some other units to us. Okay, now get in there. Oh yeah, definitely. We gotta goo it and then spawn some Ifrits. And as long as we can kill this thing before we lose everything, there's definitely some splash damage happening right here. Stop repairing, please. Okay, we took a lot of damage there. That's okay, because we can heal our Shadowcats for an unlimited amount, and then further, we can use our life pack further back there, which also gives us, it'll replenish our Miracle Beam. So I would say, why don't we just use the Miracle Beam right here, go in with the Ifrit, and draw in, gotta hit the Acolytes first, I think. Gotta get rid of the Acolytes first, so let's do that. Let's spawn 2 Ifrits. And then let's run away, for now. Ifrits, why don't you turn and fight? You guys need to cloak and go in and get on top of this fellow, and then everybody attack the one that they hit. Let's keep the Shadowcats alive, let them hit the Ifrits, spawn more, goo them, and then goo this one. And then you Shadowcats so that you don't get hit. I'm gonna move you back. Stop auto-repairing, good God. Okay, we did it. Okay, there is another challenge down here. Let's move back and get our healing pack thing. Wonderful. Okay. So let's come down and see what our second challenge is. Quick save. This is awesome. I like this level a lot. The macro section was interesting. I mean, granted, we did do mostly mass commandos, but I'm going to try not to do that as much in the future. We'll see. It really just depends on what we're up against. Let's check this. Press Q to fire orbs at the targets. Decker must stay behind the blue line to fire. Get 15 or more hits to win. Get 22 or more for 2 Decker points. Must stay behind the blue line. Okay. I see. Okay, okay, so he just... Can he move back and forth? Okay, he can move back and forth. I see. Can I just spam this? I mean, I can mostly just spam it. I understand now, though. I might want to reload my save because now I mean I didn't really fully understand what was happening, but now I get it. As long as we can move him back and forth, and then you just hit Q and he just launches a little orb thing. This is awesome. This is so cool. These mini games are so neat. There's a few campaigns we've seen really interesting mini games like this. It kind of has a StarCraft 1 feel. StarCraft 1, a lot of those custom campaigns included goofy little mini games like this, and I use goofy in an endearing sense. Keep in mind. Okay, so let's come on down here and Decker. Let's run on up and have you do this. And now we know. And if things are looking good, then we'll go ahead and save, or quick save. That's going to hit the middle one. It's kind of hard to judge because these things have like a slight lag when you shoot them the first time. Alright, right there should be good. And right here should be good. Nope. Okay, no, that was good. 8 hits. Maybe we'll get that one a second time, not quite. Now they're moving a little faster. Just a little bit faster, though, not to the point where we're not going to be able to hit them at all. That's, he says after missing twice. Okay, this is going pretty well so far, I'd say. Again, there's like a little lag time when you shoot them, so you have to be wary of the little blockers. So we needed, what, 22 for the Decker points? This is the 4th map of the 4 that are released, so any points we get aren't going to come into effect until we play more in the future. Okay, looking good. I feel like I'm playing like the Legend of Zelda archery right now. There we go. +2 Decker points. Give them to me. Nice. So that was our only opportunity for points. Might as well just keep going here. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to hit this one because the way that platform is blocking it currently. Looks like we're nearing the end here. Maybe we can land one more hit. Nope. Nope, we can't. But it doesn't matter. We got our Decker points. Nope, nope, it's still going. I feel like we're only halfway through, because now it's starting to go backwards. Okay, so I think that the point option was a little generous, considering it seems like maybe we were only halfway with that first time. But hey, it's okay. I mean, I'm missing horribly now, but I also just don't have much of a reason to try very hard, because I know that I've met even the optional objective. Yeah, they're moving quite fast now. That looks like a good hit. Nope, just missed it. It's too bad. Let's try this right here. Oh, got it. Ooh, look at that one speeding along. I mean, obviously you want to get most of yours as early as possible. You want to get as many points as early as possible, because it just gets harder, it seems like. That's a good hit. This might be it. 29 hits, not bad. I'm curious to know if maybe on brutal difficulty and hard difficulty, the scores increase based on your level of difficulty. I'm not sure. All right, 2 of 3 complete. And we got our Decker points. So let's go and fight another group of enemies. And there's another restoration pack. Let's not touch that, because we don't need it yet. Let's see what we're up against down here. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. Let's just get in here. Okay, let's get some Ifrits in there. My simple command card seemingly got turned back on there for a brief moment. Decker doesn't really have anything else, so I'm gonna turn him on right there. Can I lose a Shadow Cat? It's really hard to tell what's going on in this small area here. There's Acolytes everywhere. We need to focus down the Acolytes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill the Acolytes based on the fact that there's 3. There we go, 1 down. Now focus down this one. Shadowcat run, and then hit him to get rid of his shields. Okay, now focus on this one. Shadowcat run. See, Decker, you can do increased damage against shields with Decker, so that's good. Oh my word, I lost my my combat fellows too. Not like this, Decker. Sorry, I got a little distracted when my command card just randomly got turned back off. So let me fix that, and then, I mean, that's not to blame. All right, don't get me wrong. I'm not being like, oh well, maybe if I would have had my command card, then it would have been fine. That's not true at all. So we're gonna restore our life. Go ahead and turn him back to fire so that he does a little more against. Oh no, the armor is what does more against shields. That's actually what we want then. There's only a couple fellows left. I handled that very, very poorly. I needed to goo. I didn't. All right, let's use fire on this fellow. You know what? Let's just leave him on fire. Fire seems pretty effective. We only need him on the armor piercing with the shields if there's acolytes left, and there aren't. So what's this minigame going to be? I'm sorry, other team members. You have been sacrificed. There may be a boss, though, and now we don't have those units for the boss. Let's do this. Trial of Logic. Use purple arrows to move green boxes. Push into boxes to move them. Get every box into a lighted tile. The game ends when you have no moves left. Oh, no. I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. Use purple arrows to move green boxes. All right, here we go. Like, we have to slide the boxes. Oh, no, I think I can. I see. I get it. Okay, so we want to do this, and then this. This isn't as bad as I originally expected it to be. We have 7 moves. I think we have to do... I'm concerned about this one. I think... Ultimately... See, like, what happens if we push up? Ah, okay, so we can go outside the boundaries. I was curious about that. Okay, well, I failed this one, but now I know what I have to do. Now that I know that you can go outside the boundaries. Okay, so we want to do this. Up, here, down, left, down, over. Okay, that's 2 of 3 done. There's one more. There's 3 boxes here now. We only have 1 move with this one. So we're going to have to push that one. So 3, you're going to have to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I blew it. Yeah, I blew it. That's okay, though. Okay, so we want to do... So the 2 needs to be pushed. The 1 also needs to be pushed, though. So which one should we do first? We do the 2 down. And then the 1 over, perhaps? There's no way that we can use a final move on one to push it into position. Every final move of these needs to be used to get into a specific spot. I'm curious to know... Okay, that does work. That was just a test. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Okay. So, we want to go down with the 2. No, we don't. I see. Down, over with the 2, down with the 1. Over with the 3, push this over, and then we're back. Wonderful! Got it. We've opened the bridge. I am very concerned that we're going to have to fight a boss without extra units that I would have really liked to have, because the Ifrits would be excellent for any boss fight, that's for sure. Also, Deckard, not much health, so he's currently on the armor. So I have a feeling that his weapon switching is going to be very important to the boss. But we'll see. It's kind of like Mission 1. If you would have lost your extra units, destroying that final boss would have been really hard with just Razorface. When was the last time I quick-saved? I think it was before that disaster, so let's make a separate save just in case. Oh, no, wait. This is back. We want to go back. We opened up this bridge. Okay, so let's not blow this. So we've got... Currently, he's got his T-99 Modular Assault, which does more against armor and shields as opposed to doing more against light. I have a feeling that this is going to be important to this boss fight, or maybe some more of his abilities will unlock at that time. I'm not sure. I peer through time and space like a looking glass. And I see your tiny lives, the weakness, the agony of it all. How you struggle against the incomprehensible tide. Oh, look at this guy. And I hear the void howling for you, and I know it must be me to submit you to eternity. There's a man's head on a High Templar body. Well, he's got man legs, too. The Master, the First Ascendant. I like how... There's like relatively brief types of explanations here. So we want more against shields. Oh, he puts us to sleep. Wonderful. That's a Warcraft animation right there. See, I think we needed other units because we needed to be able to wake ourselves up. Let's not get hit by this. We do have a little bit of health regen. Not sure what's happening right now. Not sure what's happening right now. Definitely don't want to stand in that. Trying to use some stop moves. Okay, and again, we don't want to stand inside these. And then is he considered light? No, he's armored, so we want to stick with this attack. We don't want to use the fire. All right, so we want to take damage. See, this is the thing, is when you get put to sleep, you need to take damage to wake back up. So that's why it's important that maybe we needed other units. Okay, he's armored, biological, and psionic, so we just need to hit him with Decker, not stand in the fire, and then we're just going to run around. This could take forever. It's going to take forever because we lost my other units. But keep in mind, I mean, my other units probably would have died quite fast. We could just run in a big circle until we get a little health regen with Decker. So that's why I'm a little tentative. I mean, this is going to take a long time. It's going to take a really long time. Don't stand in the fire. But bear with me. I may just throw down quick saves and maybe cut here because this fight is going to take a really long time. Unless he has a different phase where he starts doing something else here shortly, but I don't know. It looks like it's mostly just the same. Don't stand in the fire. Don't get hit by the attacks. The attacks are dodgeable, though, so... Seems like as long as you keep moving, and then you get free shots on him when he decides to change his direction. Protect the master. Oh, good God. This is why I needed my other units. I may go ahead and load a save so that I can get in here with them. Let's get rid of their shields first. Oh, dear. Just change the flame. Is he gone? No, he's just standing up there. It might be worthwhile to go up and hit him. They might die to the fire anyway. I might be able to draw them through the fire. He's getting his shields back, too. Oh, good God. Why did I lose those other units? They were so important. Yes, walk through the fire, you fools. Walk through the fire. Ah. Yeah, he runs up to the pedestals and heals. I see. So we gotta hit him and stop him from doing that. Ah, no, there's healing crystals that we have to destroy. Okay, I'm leaning towards going ahead and loading a save. I'm going to make a cut here because this boss is going to take 8 years and I need those other units. Okay, we're back here again. I'm going to quick save right now because I'm feeling comfortable. We got all our units back. Let's cross the bridge, watch the cutscene again. I've got all my different units hotkeyed as well. I really think that spawning a bunch of Ifrits is going to be very important here. We just have to be careful that our units don't run through the fire, and I think the cats are going to run through the fire a lot. So we're going to watch this cutscene again. I'm not going to read it. So what's my strategy here? I mean, we have to lay down as much fire on him as possible. The cats do good against shields, so when we can, we want to cloak them and run in and hit him with shields. It also really depends on who he's targeting, because now that we have multiple units, he can only target one person at a time. So depending on who he's shooting, we need to kite with that thing, that person, and the rest of my units can do damage. So this might be a lot easier, it might be terrible, I'm not sure. But we will find out. We'll quick save right at the end of this cutscene. The Master, the first Ascendant. But again, I like how the bosses aren't really that explained. It's just very concise. Like, okay, this guy wants to kill us now, so let's see what we can do. Okay, we got an Ifrit coming in. All right, we're asleep. Go ahead and wake him up. Probably shouldn't have used Decker to do that. Go ahead and come out of cloak here to go ahead and do this. Don't stand in the fire. Now get back in there. Decker is asleep. I think that's fine. He's attacking the Ifrit, which is exactly what it's for. Go ahead and goo him as well. And as we can see now, yeah, so this is working much, much, much better now that this is a thing. Okay, let's move on in and then get ready to goo him again. We're going to come up and around because we don't want to hit the fire. He says as he walks through the fire. Okay, go ahead and goo him. We can't. Go ahead and goo him. That's going to help a lot. Now we're doing a ton of damage. It's just when he calls on his helpers to kill us. Let's move away. And let's do just Decker here. We can't get to him, so let's just take a brief moment. Let's go ahead and use this right now to save my Shadow Cat. Get out of there. Deckard's doing some damage. You guys get on in and do some damage right now. And he hasn't started healing himself yet, too. So I think now, I mean, we're doing very, very, very well. We need to conserve some energy, though, because that's where things are going to cause a problem. All right. Trying to run around in a circle to stop him from attacking. Well, he is attacking just the Shadow Cats. This is going just fine, though I can see how this would be problematic as a... I mean, from a design standpoint, we're killing him fast enough that he's not able to use a lot of his abilities. Eventually, he summons his other units. Eventually, he gets those healing crystals. We're going to just completely circumvent that entirely. Let's go ahead and heal our units right now. Try to keep this Ifrit up for as long as possible. He is dead, and we kept all of our units alive. No, we didn't. We lost one Shadow Cat. My body fails. You don't understand what I've seen, where I've been. It begins. What does that mean? We've done something horrible, I can tell you right now. What the... Did he just teleport out and left the other units to die? What a guy. Run, fellas. It feels like the whole planet is tearing apart. Surface unstable. Initializing emergency structure evac. Oh, that was awesome to see those lift off straight off the planet. Decker, identify location. Decker, do you copy? Oh, dear. And it just implodes into a tiny green fireball. That is awesome. He's saved. This is becoming very trippy. This may be the beginnings of a very cohesive plot. Obviously, there was another group of Terrans. And we just saw Razorface there, too. Huh. Okay. Oh, so we're inside Deckard's suit, power diverting from weapons system. We woke up there and saw Razorface for a brief moment. Don't divert from primary life system. You can't do that. I freaked out there for a second, but this is a really cool immersive thing. Login redirect, switching to reserve cell power. Huh. So where are we? I like how his sight range is incredibly limited right now. So it's just very mysterious on where we are and what we have to do. I mean, I assume we just have to wander around and try to figure out what's going on. But again, the cohesive plot here, obviously, whatever's going on with Deckard is one thing, and then there's that other group that stole Razorface from us, Valerian Marine. That's going to maybe tie into this somehow, but I'm liking this. There haven't been any really long cutscenes. The cutscenes are well done, but they're concise, as I said, like the bosses too. Like, yeah, there's this guy who's living under the surface of this big Vespene planet, and he's oddly powerful and is godlike and is running a cult, but we don't need any more backstory, whatever. And I like that. I like that. It's, again, the way I would describe it is just concise. And I'm just being tentative here. I assume we don't have an attack. The command card is totally gone. Very mysterious. Really sets the tone. I like it a lot. Of course. To be continued. What a great way to end this on a cliffhanger. That was awesome. So until we see more missions, that is unfortunately the end of... That is the end of this campaign series of mine, and then as I get more missions, I will play them. I don't know if I'm going to wait for all the rest of the 4 to finish, or if I'll just play them one by one, depending. Nexus is raised only 3 of 4. I mean, it wasn't an optional objective. I don't know where the 4th one was. I thought there were... I must not have destroyed one of them. I thought I got all of them. I don't know. Either way, I'm happy with this, and this has been an excellent campaign. Just a brief retrospective, because this has been a long map, but it was really, really fun, very polished. Like, I would say this and Shadow of the Xel'Naga, 2 of the most highly polished campaigns I've ever played. Very, very incredible, and I really like, this is one of the first campaigns we've seen, if not the only campaign besides Mass Recall, to utilize bank data. And Mass Recall utilizes bank data in minor ways just to keep track of what mission you're on. This utilizes bank data for upgrades. It's incredible. I popped open the editor to see how the upgrade system works, and it seems fairly complex, but also it's something that other map makers could use as a resource to see how this was done if they want to implement something themselves. For a very long time, I've been talking about how cool it would be to see bank data used more effectively in maps, because it really adds to a more cohesive experience, which is exactly what a campaign is, as opposed to scenario maps. Was when you have a story, you have characters, and you have some sort of cohesiveness with the gameplay in some fashion or another, and this campaign really draws all those things together in a good way. You have 2 interesting characters, but we don't have to take too long to kind of understand them. Lara is calculating and seemingly wants to do what makes the most sense to her, which tends to be the Paragon option, and then Deckard, who's ruthless. Like that, we don't need tons of backstory. We don't need a mission looking back on Deckard's past and, you know, his childhood. We don't need a 20-minute cutscene. And there are some campaigns like Odyssey that have very long cutscenes, and they are incredible. So it's really just what your campaign is choosing to focus on. I'm not saying I prefer short cutscenes, but I like how this campaign has done it well. You can have concise cutscenes if you do it well. You can have very long cutscenes if you do it well. And I've just listed 2 campaigns, this one and Odyssey, that respectively do it well. So you just have to choose what you're going for and hit it correctly. Otherwise, you know, it may not come off just right in terms of story. And so I'm very, very happy with this campaign. I had a blast playing it, so I really look forward to the rest of the missions. I highly encourage you to play this yourself. Obviously, you can assign your Deckard and Lara points however you want and change the way that you decide to play. All right, this has been Jay Borino. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.